I am upset because I see something that is not there. Hello, I'm Carla, psychotherapist and mindset coach, and on this channel, I help you get unstuck and reach your goals by exploring topics that shift your mindset so you can live your highest potential. That is lesson 6 from A Course in Miracles workbook. We are going to go through the notes from Kenneth Wapnick's book, A Journey Through the Workbook of A Course in Miracles. I trust that you found this video because you're interested or working through the workbook of A Course in Miracles. I use A Course in Miracles from the Foundation of Inner Peace. So if you read that lesson, I'm sure you can find it online. But these videos, my intention is to just go through the lessons and make the workbook easier to better help us understand. And I'll share my insights and break it down a little bit to make your journey easier. Mine was sure tough, and I really didn't find any videos out there. So I have dedicated to going through this whole workbook. These books from Kenneth Wapnick, he does a journey through the course. He writes notes, and he is the most prolific author. If you haven't seen any of his work, I highly recommend looking up his YouTube videos. And so we're going to dive right into lesson 6. I am upset because I see something that is not there. This lesson is a bombshell. What is so intriguing about these first lessons is that Jesus does not become involved with weighty metaphysics. Yet that is exactly what grounds the idea that I am upset because I see something that is not there. What is upsetting me is within me, not outside. Wow. There is nothing outside of me. What I think I see is merely a projection of a thought in my mind. And this thought of separation from God is not there either. Wow, this just like, it's all an illusion. It kind of goes with what people are discovering more with kind of like the quantum physics and studying all of this, that, you know, whatever we hold in our mind, it's a projection. And so this world is a world of effects, and the mind is the world of cause. So cause and effect, whatever we hold in our mind is what we will experience out here. My perceptions are of illusions, the projections of thoughts that are themselves illusions. Let me read that again. My perceptions are of illusions. So whatever we're perceiving is an illusion. So our perceptions are of illusions. They're the projections of thoughts that are themselves illusions. What else can an illusion breed but further illusions? The first paragraph, as it itself states, is already familiar in its emphasis on specificity. Paragraph 2 should also be familiar. Then he goes into a little excerpt from the workbook. Today's idea is useful for application to anything that seems to upset you and can profitably be used throughout the day for that purpose. However, the 3 or 4 practice periods which are required should be preceded by a minute or so of mind searching, as before, and the application of the idea to each upsetting thought uncovered in the search. Mind searching is the focal point of Jesus' message and the means of applying his teachings to our daily experiences. He then returns to 2 ideas mentioned in lesson 5. Again, if you resist applying the idea to some upsetting thoughts more than others, remind yourself of the 2 cautions stated in the previous lessons. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind, and I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. It would be difficult to overemphasize the importance of this idea of the inherent sameness of all things, both large and small upsets as well as large and small pleasures. It occupies a central place in Jesus' teaching, as it is the means of our learning to tell the difference between illusion and truth, or, in Plato's words, appearance and reality. Wow. Okay, lesson 6. I am upset because I see something that is not there. Again, just checking in. This is pretty heavy stuff. It is asking us to totally dismantle our thought and belief system of the whole entire world. So if you ain't there yet, don't worry. Most people never get there. We are believing these illusions. We are believing the illusions of our thoughts, and we're believing the illusions of the projections of our thoughts. None of it's real. This isn't real. This isn't real. None of it's real. The only thing that's real is the peace and oneness of God, which we know nothing of here in this dualistic world because it is separate from God. This world is not of God. This is a world of our projections. That's why if you ever see these terrible things that are happening, how could God let this happen? God is not letting this happen because God has nothing to do with it. But God is within us, and we can experience and remember the Holy Spirit within us, forgive everything, and let this whole thing disappear. Let this whole illusion disappear. And one book that's really helpful that talks about the disappearance of the universe, it's titled The Disappearance of the Universe by Gary Renard. I listened to the audiobook. It is a long book. It's a big book. I went on a lot of walks and I listened to the whole book. It's actually a trilogy of books, and it really helps to understand A Course in Miracles. So check that book out if you haven't read it. It was a game changer for me as a student of A Course in Miracles, The Disappearance of the Universe by Gary Renard. I hope you enjoyed that. We will continue lesson 7 next time. thank you for spending time with me. Kudos to you for being on this journey. There's been many times I wanted to throw this book out the window, but it's thank goodness to teachers like Ken that help us better understand it. And if you found this book, clearly you're looking for inner peace because it just doesn't work any other way. So I am right there with you. Thank you for watching. Comment below, ask me any questions, reach out to me. All my links are below as well. I will see you next time.